back to Beyond the Routine with Spence on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
Welcome back to Beyond the Routine. I'm your host, Emma Spence, and let's get back right into it. So, I was kind of touching on how I was figuring out my job and stuff. So, exciting news. I started a new job 2 weeks ago. I am a digital account executive for a digital marketing company called Haibu, and I'm a local rep based out of Lincoln, Nebraska. And yeah, it's been pretty good so far. I've done 2 weeks of training. I have one more week of training this next week coming up. And then I'll be getting into the field, which is kind of crazy. It's I guess the transition of everything's gone so fast. I started, I guess, looking for jobs pretty quickly after I graduated, or once I realized and decided that I was gonna come back and stay here and everything for the next year. So yeah, I got the job probably in June, and then I started it a couple weeks ago in July. So I was able to get right into it once I came back from Canada and doing all the side quests that I did. So yeah, it was really great to get that sorted out, because I mean, in Canada it's really difficult to get a job right now. So I'm really lucky that I was able to get that sorted out and figure it out pretty quickly, I guess. And so basically what that role is, I'm still trying to figure out all the parts of the things that I'm going to be doing, but I'm it's kind of like a sales position that but it's not I don't know, not like cold calls. It's I go in person and I meet with the different clients or owners, and I walk into the different companies, and I'm basically just have conversations with them about their digital marketing, and if they were wanting to add things to it and make it more, I guess, complex, and partner with our company to kind of do all those things, because our company's partnered with Meta and Google and Microsoft and Amazon. So it's giving digital spaces to smaller businesses and linking to, I guess, those channels. Um and then yeah, basically it's very interesting because there's a lot of little things that I would do, but there's a meeting, and then the client relations, I'll be their, I guess, messenger between the head people creating their companies websites and stuff like that, and the owners, because I'm the local rep. And then yeah, basically explaining all the things, selling them the different tools to advertise their stuff, from what I understand so far. I'm sure there's more parts to it, but it's pretty exciting. I feel um that's something that I would be really passionate and enjoy. So I thought it was a good fit for me, especially with my background with communications and the things that I do like this in the social media, and being able to advertise, I guess, my brand throughout my career. Because that was one thing they were in the interview. They were do you have any sales experience? I was well, no, but I've had a lot of experience, I guess, having to sell my brand when it comes to or advertise my brand when it comes to NIL deals and um, interviews and all that kind of stuff that I've had to do as an athlete. So I feel the transition shouldn't be too hard for me, but it's something different, and I'm looking forward to it, and I'm excited, and I'm still continuing my radio show throughout that in the next year as well. So I think it's pretty good. Something else that's kind of exciting, I have a couple other things. So I'm actually starting my master's degree next month, beginning of September. I decided that I'm going to get my master's in counseling because long term, I feel I would really enjoy doing sports psychology potentially, or something related to that, potentially working with athletes. So I'm going to start my master's degree, and I'm doing it through a Canadian program. It's called Yorkville University. It's based out of New Brunswick, Canada, which is very East Coast. I've actually never been, but it's really beautiful, from what I've seen in pictures and from what other people have said. So, yeah, I think it's going to be really exciting. So I'll be balancing a lot of different things, but I think it'll be good, keeping me busy. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And then another thing, another side gig, I guess, I don't know what you want to call it, that I've done is I actually started a business with one of my friends. And I don't know, I was considering going into it. Maybe I'll like go do a little bit, but then I'll have him come on and we can go into it more. But basically it's like NCAA, like an NCAA recruiting agency for Canadian gymnasts, I guess, wanting to do NCAA. So I'm doing that with Yanni, who's on the men's gymnastics team. And so he is also from Ontario. He's from like 20, 30 minutes from where I grew up. And we've known each other for like a really long time because our sisters were friends. And then like he was in Nebraska. So we were talking about it here and we're like, oh, like I think this would be a really cool idea. And we're like, well, we could probably do it because NCAA gymnastics is not really like a common thing, or I guess like something that like people want to do it, but they don't know much about it in Canada. So it's like, it's probably not for me. And it's starting to change. There's also kind of like a stigma around it in Canada that's like it's not like real gymnastics compared to competing internationally, but like that's not true. So there was just a lot of different factors, I guess, that motivated us to want to do that. And yeah, I don't know, because of the similar experiences. And then I'm the women's athlete rep at Gymnastics Canada, and he's the male athlete rep at Gymnastics Canada. We just kind of thought it would make sense. And we both had similar ideas. So it's like, all right, let's combine it and make it figure it out. And yeah, I mean, maybe I'll try and get him on and we can like actually dive into it at some point. But it was really random. We started it probably in May. Like we got the website launched and everything probably in May or June. And we're going to start launching the social medias platforms probably within the next couple weeks. We have a client, which is really cool. So we're working with one of the girls up there, trying to get her into the NCAA system. And hopefully we'll get more once we launch our social media. We kind of started with like word of mouth, I guess. Just like handing out little business cards and stuff. And yeah, I think it's gonna be something really cool, something that we're both passionate about. And he's got like the men's experience, the men's side. I got the women's side. So I feel like together it'll be really good. And yeah, I'll touch on that a little bit more another time. But that's something kind of random, but like also really exciting that I've worked on. And I think it'll be good to kind of help me like stay connected, I guess, to the space of gymnastics, even though I'm not like an athlete. I still have all of these ties to it. Like I said, I guess being the athlete rep for Gymnastics Canada on the women's side. So that means like I still sit in on different meetings and help make decisions and support athletes at Gymnastics Canada, like the national team girls that I used to be teammates with. So whether it's team selection or rules, or I mean, I was helping them at Canadian championships, moving mats, giving pep talks. And I was also doing the content creation. So I was taking videos and pictures and stuff for them and doing interviews. Um, and I'm actually going to an event in Calgary once again, which is a crazy coincidence. I think I've only ever been to Calgary once in my life, to going 3 times this year. We're going back in October to be like the Gymnastics Canada athlete reps at an Athletes Can forum. So it's when like the reps from all disciplines or all sports in Canada come together and like do these forums and discussions and events, and it's like workshops and stuff. So that'll be really cool. That's not for a couple weeks, but that'll be something else that I'm kind of just like working on the side. And then yeah, I feel like this platform is also a great way to stay connected to Husker sports and the things going on, because I don't know, it's been really weird being done, because it's like I want to try and put that in the past and move forward, but it's also like it's a huge part of me in my life, and it's why I am where I am today. So I don't want to fully like lose that side and like that part of me, because I feel like if I were to like completely, I guess, get rid of all of it and stop focusing on sports and stop thinking about it and just like completely shut it out, it's like I'm kind of leaving a part of myself behind. And I feel like that's one of the big things about balance, that transition that I go back to a little bit, is that not that I'm forcing it, but it's like, okay, I'm retired. I need to move on. And like, but not necessarily. I don't think that's fully the case. I think I need to be able to find that balance to have both. And it's not that I ended like my sporting career on a bad note or like have a bad relationship with it in any way, because I'm really Like, I was in such a good place when I left and retired, and I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. You know, the season maybe didn't end on the highest note, but personally, the way that I felt about my career and the last meet that I had and everything, I was in such a good place that I didn't, not that I didn't really care, but like I was just happy with it and I was ready to move forward. And it's like I find myself being in this headspace that like I'm wanting to move forward and like almost forget about it, but I don't think that's the best way to go about it. So that's kind of where I'm at. And it's like it's not even a big deal. And I feel like it's gonna be personal to everyone. Like talking to some of my teammates that have just retired with me as well. It's like some of us are still keeping up to date on gymnastics stuff and sports stuff and looking into how it's going and just staying fully up to date with that. But I don't know. I wasn't doing that for like the whole summer. Like I wasn't really paying attention to gymnastics at all, except for like the little things with Team Canada that I've been doing. But now that I've been back and I've been getting together with my teammates again and spending time with them, I'm like, oh, well, I don't want to fully remove myself from that because like it's a huge part of who I am still. And whether I'm trying to force it or not, like it still is. So I'm grateful for, I guess, that side of things and the things that I've experienced here. Um, and I want to keep that as like part of my identity. And even if it's not going to be everything, I still want to make sure that I keep that part of me there. Even though when I first retired, I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm moving on. Just because I was excited to transition and move on and start something new. But now that I'm starting something new and I'm doing those other things, it's like I do want to keep that side of myself as well because I feel like I wouldn't be me if I weren't doing that, if that makes sense. So I don't know if that made sense, but that's kind of where my head's been at with like all of that. And that's, I guess, what I meant. Like, I'm going to still talk about gymnastics on this show because I've had so many experiences related to the sport and it is kind of like a sports radio show. So I definitely want to be able to share that knowledge and talk about the things that I've learned, the ups and the downs and I guess like tips and tricks and advice and all that stuff. So I will be referring back to my career a lot and things that I've gone through. But then I also think it'll be fun to just talk about here and there, like the things that I'm doing now and the things that have come from those experiences and what I was able to do and how to use those experiences throughout those last 4 years here and the last, 15 years of my gymnastics career to like translate that into the real world and moving forward and I guess the transition phase. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. Obviously, if you can't tell, I'm probably a little bit all over the place. Um, Being back in Nebraska has kind of changed the way that I thought about it versus probably a month ago. So a lot of, I guess, thinking, but at the same time, I'm super excited to be back and I'm super excited to take advantage of these opportunities and yeah, just enjoy being back in Lincoln, Nebraska after the great 4 years that I've had here. So yeah, on that note, I'm going to head to our next and last break. We'll be back. You are listening to Beyond the Routine with Emma Spence.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
When opportunity knocks, you don't want to miss the call. Hamilton Business Technologies makes communication easy and efficient using customized technology, all while putting people first. Whether you're working from the office, at home, or on the go, Hamilton Business Technologies equips your business with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left it once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
Hi, I'm Asher on summer break and about to start second grade. Thanks to awesome people like you who picked Aloe Fiber. They donated $193,000 to schools like mine. This summer, I'm using my fast internet to keep learning, and I can't wait to tell my teacher everything I discovered. So if you're a grown-up picking internet, choose Aloe, because Aloe chooses us, our schools, our town, and our future. Go to aloefiber.com to learn more.
Back to Beyond the Routine with Spence on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
Welcome back to Beyond the Routine. I'm your host, Emma Spence. And for this last segment, I got a couple minutes. And I just wanted to touch on some things that I've noticed, I guess, throughout this transition, which I know I keep going back to it. But from being back in Nebraska now, and the differences from like being an athlete and like a student and just like in that like mindset and mode versus now coming back not really associated or like living that same lifestyle that I was before. Overall, I feel like it's kind of funny. My day-to-day is like a lot less stressful, but it's like in a different way. Because not to say that like things aren't stressful, but it's like I have different things to worry about. Like with work, it's just so like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just so different that, like, it's not like, "Oh, I need to be," which is not actually, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say it's like, "I need to be here for this, practice and then this lift and stuff," which is, like, the same as, like, I need to make sure I'm ready and I'm with it for this meeting and this appointment and, like, whatever it is related to work. But for some reason, it's not as stressful as it was in sports, and I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a couple reasons, like, just the way that, like, I guess I'm attached to the sporting side of it versus work, like, it's just maybe not the same yet, but that's something that's been different, even though it's hard and I'm learning so many new things, like, I wouldn't consider myself the most techie person, so I've been learning a lot about digital stuff, so that's been a lot of information for me to take in, but, I also find it pretty interesting, so and I feel like it's pretty beneficial just for, like, general knowledge for me, so I find it interesting. Um, I one thing is, like, the adjustments from, like, food, which sounds kinda crazy, but being an athlete and, like, exercising all the time, like, I was just in this pattern or, like, schedule of, like, eating at certain times, and I was usually hungry. But when I kinda stopped, like, working out and training, I wasn't really hungry, like, at all anymore. And it was so weird because it's like, okay, like, obviously I need to eat, but I'm not used to, like, just sitting around doing stuff all day without exercising, and then I was, like, not really hungry. So having to figure out the eating schedule and, like, side of things and make sure that I'm still fueling myself even if I'm not, like, I guess, hungry like I used to be when I was an athlete. I'd say I figured that out pretty I'm pretty good with that now. It took probably about a month to get that sorted out because it was different, but that transition side of things was interesting. I feel like, well, and I know that I have so much more time now to spend talking to friends, family, and going on all these side quests that I've been doing. So that's been really fun. Um, and I feel like it's a lot easier to manage my time, even though there's a lot of things to do. I don't find that I'm like thinking about it like 24/7. Like when it was gymnastics, like I had I was thinking about it all the time. Like everything in my whole life basically for a long time revolved around gymnastics, so I was always thinking about it and what the things how the things that I was doing would impact my career and the things that I was doing related to gym. So that has been interesting, but it's been nice to have, I guess, like that freedom um to kind of manage my time and what I'm thinking about. Um, I've been reading more. That's been new. I wouldn't really read at all. Um, Not that I didn't like it, but like I felt like I didn't have enough time to fully sit down and pay attention to and like enjoy a book. So I've been reading more, which has been nice, and listening to more audiobooks. That's something that I've never done, but those long drives. I started listening to audiobooks and I actually like it. It's kind of like listening to a podcast. So been doing that a little bit more. And yeah, overall just spent a lot more time, I guess, figuring out myself and my interests. And then also like things that I like to do. I probably mentioned it at some point within the last year. Like I don't really have any hobbies, or I wouldn't say that I really do, just because I never had time to do that or figure out what my hobbies would be. So I don't know. I think it's pretty cool to just have a little bit more space and time and freedom to figure out what it is that I like, what I want to do, and what I enjoy doing, and then kind of picking up and trying out these different hobbies and seeing what sticks. So I've really enjoyed that, being able to figure all that kind of stuff out and spending time with some really great people. Like I'm just so grateful for the people in my life that have helped me throughout this journey and like this transition phase and supporting me now through what like all the different things and that I'm doing and taking on. And I mean, I wouldn't do it if it weren't for those people being there. And I'm just at a place where I'm so excited for what's next. And I'm so grateful for the opportunities that I have and the people by my side helping me get like experience them and go through them. And yeah, I'm in a really great place and I'm excited for this next year here. And I'm excited to keep sharing it with you guys and talking about some really fun things. I'll try and bring on some cool guests. I've got a list lined up of people that I'll reach out to and see if they're interested, and I think it's going to be really good. So that's a wrap of tonight's show. You're listening to Beyond the Routine with Emma Spence.